Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In one of my previous videos, I talked about how to craft an Uber, or mythic unique as Blizzard calls them, by salvaging other Uber uniques to gain Resplendent Sparks. And I've received a bunch of comments from people saying they salvaged their uniques, but they haven't gained any sparks. So in this video, I'll talk about the two different kinds of uniques in the game, the normal, sacred / ancestral uniques, and the mythic uniques, or what the community calls Uber uniques. So regular uniques are items that start dropping in World Tier 3, they can be class specific, and they can't have an aspect imprinted onto them. Some bosses can be targeted for these certain aspects. For example, Varshan can drop the malignant ranks that are sought after for many builds. Or if you're playing a necromancer and you want the lidless wall for your build, you can farm Lord Zir and try to gain it through slaying him, since target farming him gives you the best chance for the item to drop. So looking in my inventory, the 100 uniques that I have in these two stash tabs are all just like the two uniques that I mentioned. They're just normal uniques, and they won't give you a Resplendent Spark when salvaging the item. On the other hand, Uber or mythic uniques are much more rare. Whereas there are 70 to 80 regular uniques in Diablo 4, there are only 7 Uber uniques. And these first 4 here can be used by every single class in the game: the Harlequin Crest, also known as the Shaco, and Dariel's Visage, the Melted Heart of Selig, and the Ring of Starless Skies. The 3 other Uber uniques are class specific, with the Doombringer being able to be used by Barbarian, Necromancer, and Rogue, the Grandfather used by Barbarians and Necromancers, and Ahavarian Spear of Lycander for the Druid and Sorcerer. These items can be dropped from any enemies that are level 85 or higher, but are most commonly found from slaying Uber Duriel, with the consensus among the community being that Duriel has a 2% chance to drop one of these 7 Ubers each time you fight him. If you don't know who Duriel is or how to fight them, I'll link an older video I made about endgame bosses in the video description. These 7 unique items are the only ones that can be salvaged for Resplendent Spark. I'll say that again. These 7 items are the only ones that can be salvaged to gain a Resplendent Spark. So what we're doing is trading 5 of these very rare, time-consuming Uber uniques to craft one of the 7 Uber uniques that we want. I do give Blizzard some of the fault here, because when looking at the Resplendent Spark description, it says salvaged from unique mythic equipment, but when we highlight a mythic or Uber unique, nowhere does it say on the item that it's specifically a mythic unique item. Instead, it just says ancestral unique, same as the normal uniques. So I don't blame players for not knowing the difference, especially if they aren't researching the game outside of playing it. But hopefully that further explains how to gain a Resplendent Spark so that you can craft your own Uber. You will first need to gain 5 of the extremely rare Uber / mythic uniques, salvage them at the blacksmith, and then you can craft them at the alchemist. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Like always, feel free to leave comments if you have questions. I try to respond to most of the comments, and I will see you in the next one.